International Journal of Biological Studies released an article stating that between 2010 and 2015, the number of Alzheimer's cases tripled. Alzheimer's is a degenerative brain disease and is most common in the elderly. However, symptoms can start as early as midlife. Today, I would like to talk about what it is, how it works in the brain, and the signs and symptoms. We'll start by talking about what it is. The Alzheimer's Association defines Alzheimer's as a type of dementia that causes problems with memory, thinking, and behavior. It is slow and goes throughout your life over time. It is not a normal part of aging, and there is no known cure. It is the 6th leading cause of death, and after diagnosis, people live an average of 4 to 8 years. Now I'd like to talk about what happens in the brain. Our brain has billions of neurons, like the one seen here. These neurons have specialized electrical and chemical signals that work throughout the brain to make it function properly. The neuron is made of the cell body, the dendrites, and the axon. The cell body contains the nucleus, which interprets the information. The dendrites are what receives the information, and the axon is what transmits it through the body. When it receives a signal through the dendrites, it is interpreted through the cell body and through the axon, where it releases neurotransmitters into the synapses, and these float through until they hit another dendrite and into another neuron. This is how the signals are passed throughout the brain. Alzheimer's disrupts these communications. The National Institute of Aging discusses 2 molecular and cellular changes to the brain that interrupt its function. The first are amyloid plaques, which occur outside of the neuron. Specific beta amyloid proteins happen when there are abnormal levels of them throughout the neurons. They come together and form plaques, and they collect inside the synapses, which cause a disruption of communication because the chemical signal cannot reach a new neuron. The next type of disruption is a neurofibrillary tangle, also called tau. These take place inside of a neuron. Normally, the tau will stick to the inside of the microtubules inside of the neuron, but when they are disrupted, they begin to bind to each other and form tangles that block communications from within. When the neurons become injured by the amyloid plaques in the tau, they die. This causes brain atrophy and eventually death. However, there are many things that are still being done to research and find a cure. Until then, the Mayo Clinic lists many signs and symptoms that you can look for. A few of them are memory loss, misplacement of possessions, repeating statements, forgetting conversations, people, and familiar places, and having trouble speaking. Not only changes like this, but you can also have changes in personality, which can include depression, irritability, social withdrawing, distrust in others, and many more. The NASM Health and Medicine Division has provided information to help find ways of early detection and prevention. When you're in your midlife years, this is when researchers believe that Alzheimer's is beginning to start. So it's important when you get wellness checks to have them checked from the neck up. You can also do cognitive training exercises, have blood pressure management, and be physically active. It is important to do this midlife because this is when the changes to your brain will begin to occur. Alzheimer's is a degenerative disease that is caused by the buildup of amyloid plaques and tau. There is no known cure, and research is continuing to be done. However, it is important to take care of your body and make sure that you are getting regular checkups to increase the likelihood of you having early detection. For more information, you can visit the Alzheimer's Association because this website provides you with hundreds of resources on how you can take care of your body more and be more aware of what Alzheimer's is. Thank you.